Welcome back to another episode of the Burning Ship podcast, where a group of friends gather to talk the latest in nerd culture. I'm Frankie.
My name's Jason.
Here's Ivan.
And I'm Lewis.
And this week, it's all about the Game Awards with the reveals, the awards, and random thoughts. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe or follow us wherever podcasts can be found. So, how have you guys been?
Tired.
Tired? How so?
Work.
Ooh. Busy day?
Busy weeks. It's just taking its toll.
It's holiday season, so...
Yeah.
Should be easier.
But just because you say it is not like, oh, it's just holiday season.
No,
yeah,
I'm saying it's holiday season, so it's like it's more busier and like I understand.
Yeah. Nah,
it's easier to hit thresholds. It's just more annoying to deal with goddamn idiots.
But that's common anywhere you work with customers.
Yeah, I would like a job where I don't do that. You know, the working with customers kind of thing. I would actually like a job where I can actually screw over the customer. Like my old job.
I got a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
There was a competitor to your old job.
Yes.
And I'm surprised why you didn't move there.
Because I was tired of driving on that highway. That's literally the only reason.
It's 10 an hour starting.
I mean, it's
10 an hour here.
It's not a bad drive.
It's actually a pretty bad drive.
I don't know.
Satellite, listen, satellite on busy traffic shit, it sucks.
Okay.
I can't go anywhere. And that's even on that's on the deadest of days. Just because of how unoptimized it is for like the growing population.
Okay, I didn't drive in traffic. I drove in night, so
night's by far the most relaxing time to drive in Georgia, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, it was really relaxing. I loved it.
Why didn't you take Old Nor?
I did take Old Nor, but I can't take Old Nor all the way. I have to take a left to Satellite. The same thing for Mr. Old Fry McDonald's.
For who?
For fries, you had to take Satellite. Yeah. I mean, you would have to go. You could go all the way up to Old Norcross up until a certain point. But with that other one, I'd have to go even further up Satellite.
Okay.
Yeah, you know.
Okay, I hear you.
Yeah, and that I just didn't want to do with all the stuff. Like even now at this job, I still have to sell and pitch, but nowhere near as aggressive as I would have over there.
You mean it's more aggressive over there where you're at now?
No, not really. Like.
No, actually, no. Yeah,
I feel like it would be more aggressive if it was commission based because you're actually trying to get the sales.
Well, I can actually contradict that though, because what's it called? I went from fries over there and then coming over here to Toyota, and it's a completely different experience. Like it's much easier.
Interesting.
Aren't they both commission based though?
Yeah, but one of them was at least hourly plus commission. But then, like it was at a time when it was still okay to have hourly and commission.
And you got
and then it became shit. And then now when I'm a full commission, is actually a much better.
Yeah, because you're full commission and you're also making bucos bucks because no one wants to cheap out on their car.
Exactly.
But everyone wants to cheap out on their computer parts.
Oh yeah, definitely. So you see, I'm making more money right now being a service advisor than I was as a manager.
It's because it's a life and death thing, right? If your computer fries, you're not gonna die. But if your fucking brakes pads or brakes start giving out, you're dead.
Oh no, we still get customers that are like, "Hey, you guys know that your brake pads are at 1 millimeter right now," and they're like, "Yeah, I know. I'll change them later." They come back 6 months later. It's the same position where it was last time, or they come in within like not even 6 months, maybe 2 to 4 months later, and it's still in the same state.
Look,
like some people don't bother with their car maintenance.
As long as my car can run Minecraft, I'm good.
Listen, you need to run Doom, not Minecraft.
Does it have enough dedicated RAM?
I mean, I think anything has enough dedicated RAM to run Doom.
You dumbass. He works at Toyota, not the fucking dealership.
Yeah. Anything else happened to you guys recently?
That's about it.
That's about
I've
it.
been playing more soccer, so that's been a good thing.
Very nice. Yeah. Mr. Jason, you've been quiet.
Yeah, nothing really happened this weekend. To be honest, the only thing that really happened is I decided what cat I want when I get my own house.
What cat do you want?
Yeah, what cat?
Let me pull it back up real quick.
There's types of cats?
Wait, was that what you were so quiet? You were looking up cats?
No. It was because originally I wanted like an endangered species, and then I was like, oh wait, I can't have an endangered species. So I went for the next best thing. It's called a Singapura cat.
It's just a picture of Jesus, and that's it.
Yeah.
Who?
Jeebus?
The
Jeebus.
one legend?
Who?
The founder?
I never heard of him.
Of
yeah,
the
you're right.
Discord.
Doesn't exist.
But yeah, I want a Singapura cat.
It's a myth.
Are you gonna send a picture? I want to see.
Man, do I have to send a picture?
Can't you just Google, my friend?
That's what I'm saying.
Gosh,
What's it called?
Frankie, you're so slow.
Singapura.
Singapura, like Singapore?
Yeah. Here, I got you.
I got it.
So how are this type of cat the next best thing?
It just looks like a cat. Honestly.
Yeah, no shit. It's a cat. But
like when you look at a cat, it's like
the reason I like them is because they're small. Like, I think the biggest they get is like 8 pounds. Like, they're supposed to only get it up to 8 pounds.
so for like a football, gotcha.
Yeah. And it doesn't shed a lot, and it's super friendly with people. Or supposed to be.
That's only if
At
you teach it.
least- Well, yeah. Like, this breed is supposed to naturally be friendly with people. How about that? I'll be honest, I'm looking at other options.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like
I like a fluffy cat. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Why don't you get a fox or a wolf or a ferret?
Because that takes permits, that takes lessons, that takes a lot.
I think it'd be cool if you got a fox.
Yeah, you know what would also be cool? Holes in my couches. Because it makes dens.
Why
Yeah,
not?
make it a den. Why you gotta be selfish and not make it a den, huh?
It doesn't...
I also have to have a house big enough to accommodate it and a backyard big enough to accommodate it.
Yeah, and get a backyard. What's stopping you?
Money. Money is a huge factor in that regard.
You gotta talk to your boss about that.
You heard that?
Don't you realize we don't even have dental anymore, Evan?
You heard that? Go.
My boss is paying me less than a penny per episode.
Go support him in his GoFundMe.
You're actually crazy.
You get a GoFundMe? What the fuck?
It was in my contract. I get at least one GoFundMe a year.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
My contract doesn't even say when I'm gonna get paid.
It's because it's not a guarantee.
Even if this becomes successful.
It's like it's not guaranteed. You're just there.
Like it states, even if we reach 1 million views, you still might not get paid.
Yeah. I mean, mine says I get paid a cent per episode, regardless of how it does. So,
but at least you get a GoFundMe.
Yeah, I get a GoFundMe.
But sorry for whoever who donates to that.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, I mean, I literally did nothing this whole weekend.
Interesting.
Christmas shopping.
Oh,
yeah, Christmas shopping. Did a lot of that.
I need to do my
wallet's
Christmas
broke.
shopping.
Wait,
Your
what?
wallet's broke for other reasons, but yeah.
Look, I don't want to talk about that. And look, I'll be honest. I still have to buy 3 more people in my family gifts.
Why though? Like, I don't understand the thought process. I thought Secret Santa was so we didn't have to buy people everything.
Wait. Okay, so you guys do that too?
What?
Yeah.
You guys do that too between your family?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so I'm kind of baffled at this because I thought we were the only weird family that did this.
No, what?
Mm-hmm. What?
Because
No.
Why?
okay, I understood the process of why we did the Secret Santa between the family. It's to save money and everything. Okay, I understand that process, but I go throughout like other people's families, and I'm like, they're like buying gifts for every single family member. I'm like, what the hell? How come you guys just don't do Secret Santa? And they're like, why? It's a family type of thing. And they explained it to me. It's like, if you do Secret Santa, it's more commonly to do it like amongst friends or at work, not really with the family.
No.
I feel like that's just, and this is gonna sound wrong a little bit, but that's just privilege. Like they can afford to do a family Christmas.
Yeah, I hear that too.
But you're
But I
also
mean-
trying to afford a family Christmas, considering you're trying to buy items for people.
I'm not buying stuff for everybody, but it's like it's weird for me to buy one item for somebody else, and then like
Not give anything else to somebody else.
exactly like for example, if I'm
Yes.
getting something for one of my cousins and they have siblings, I feel bad that he's the only one getting something, you know?
Like, a friend of mine gave me this conundrum, right? She was she's friends with twins, right? But she's friends with only one of them, and then the other one she's more of acquaintance. So she was like, should I? So she was, because they don't see each other often. She was visiting in town. She was like, oh, if I get her a gift, would it be bad if I don't get the twin an equal value gift? And I'm like, no. In my opinion, no. I don't think that's bad.
I agree with that.
Because you're obviously more friendly with one than the other. But at the same time, I'd be like, sometimes like when you just get someone a gift out of pity, they know it's out of pity.
Yeah, because you don't put that much thought into it. It's
So
just
it's much. So I feel like sometimes it's better not to get them anything and just make sure they're like, they know they're like, what's it called? Like they're friends, but you're not like, you know?
Yes, I understand. So here's my other conundrum though. For example, people are telling me, "Oh, I got you something." Well, then I feel bad because I'm like,
okay,
I wasn't planning on getting you anything.
I'm with you on that one.
No one tells me
I don't
anything.
want to accept it if I don't have something to give back.
And this is
Which
how I
is
feel
why-
about you guys right now when they're just like, oh, I'm getting everyone in the family a gift. I'm like, fuck. Because
So-
now I
So
gotta,
that's why
I gotta
you
step up
maybe,
to the plate.
Tell you what you want me to get me, because I was getting you something.
Yes, and I was like, that's fair. If I'm getting you something in return, I don't mind the gift. But when I don't get you something, or like somebody surprises me with a gift, I'm like, fuck, I can't express my
accept this.
gratitude well.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And
Can I
then
just,
on top of that, I'm like, I feel like a dick because I didn't get you shit.
on a side note,
Uh-huh.
can we just appreciate the fact that not even the head of the Burning Ship podcast is getting his crew members some gifts? Mr.
Yep.
Bossman and just leaving
Wait a
us to
minute.
dry.
You
What?
act like I'm made of money.
Is this not profitable? Excuse me?
Not
Wait.
yet.
So wait, the gifts that was told in our contracts to get for the boss, we're not getting anything in return.
Yeah, apparently so. Thanks, whistleblower.
Wow.
Anytime. You
Thank
just call
you,
me
sir.
Snowden.
I am returning this gift tomorrow.
Me too.
But no.
Say goodbye to
it's-
the life-size sex doll.
It's for the company, you know.
And
I don't want a communal sex doll. That's kind of fucked.
Hey, bro, I just cleaned her.
Oh god, that's
Okay.
terrible.
But anyways, should we
Stop.
get on to the topic and start talking about the Game Awards?
Wait,
Yeah, smooth transition.
I want to interject real quick. Anybody in the comments who has a cat or knows of cats, please leave me a message telling me what breed I should be considering. I like fluffy, friendly cats.
Oh, they're gonna recommend
Alright.
Taylor Swift for you.
What? What?
To be fair, did you get it, Frankie?
No, I did not.
I'm just gonna
wait.
recommend Jesus.
Okay, yeah, I understand it now. I understand it. It took me a little, but I get it now.
Is she in Cats? Is that why?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she is.
Oh, that's. I
It's
hate
big-
your joke.
It's big brain time.
That's the smallest brain I could think of.
I'm just gonna
Anyways.
get a picture of Jesus and send it to you,
Okay. Just put it in the comments, please.
or get you a stuffed Jesus.
Wait,
The real Jesus may disappear, but that's not a question you need to ask.
you didn't want to tell
Okay.
people about your conundrum with your monies, Jason?
No, we don't need to discuss that.
That's a private statement.
Okay.
That is a very private statement.
Okay, we don't have to go into it.
All right. So should
I'd
we
like to get
start
into it.
off with the biggest announcement of the Game Awards, or should we keep that till
What are
the
you,
last?
my boss?
No, we can already go on to it.
Yeah, we
No
can
More
go
Hero
on.
3 was actually an amazing reveal, and I can't
The
believe
way they
showed
revealed
it.
it was so good.
I love it. Yeah, biggest announcement, by the way, Frankie. Eat my shorts. But yeah, so there's a reason I did what I did, Jason. You can't really go into detail about what I did, but just because of how No More Heroes works with the motion controllers, I can't wait to get my hands on No More Heroes 3 because I'm sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
I hate you.
it's gonna be a lot of fun. But yeah, that was one trippy ass trailer.
That trailer, it gave me ET vibes.
Dude, when I
Gave
first
you
saw it, I
ET
was like,
vibes?
what kind of dumb shit is this?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Because I was like, the voice acting for the little guy was like kind of trash.
It was cringy.
And then this guy comes out of nowhere and decimating. Is he killing cities or is he transforming people? Like,
No, it's cartoon violence for Nintendo, but I'm pretty sure he's just murdering people.
okay.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like that.
When in doubt, just kill everything.
Did you guys see the trailer for it?
Yeah.
It's like one of the first
What
things
did-
they revealed.
Have you guys even looked at No More Heroes title before? Either of you?
No, I have
No.
not. One of my friends has played it, and he says like it's one of his favorite games series.
It
Yeah.
is disgusting.
So instead of just normal ranked superheroes, you go into the galactic leaderboards now. I guess that's what they're doing now. So you'd be fighting a lot of weird shit in the third one.
It looks trippy as fuck.
I can't wait. It's so good.
Yeah.
Well, besides that, I guess we could also veer into the other announcement.
Oh, Apex Legends Holiday Bash event.
I need to log in to get that skin, bro. For the scout,
Mm-hmm.
I need it.
I mean,
Shut up.
also that like Nutcracker. I forgot his name.
Mirage.
Mirage. There we go.
Are you kidding me? Santa Chappie's where it's at.
Santa Chappie.
You're talking about you don't like
I
I
like
do
the,
like Rudolph Octane.
I like the Jack
Yeah.
Frost. The Jack Frost skin.
This
It's
guy.
been a while since
What?
I went to Apex.
I kind
Yeah.
of want to play, but
I don't. To be perfectly honest with you, I'm just fine with trying to figure out the
how to get
games
to
I'm
play
trying.
on TFT. Yeah,
Shut
me
up.
too.
Yeah, me too.
Last time I played was during the Halloween event. That was
Yeah,
last
me
time.
too.
No, even before that. Yeah, fuck.
It's been a long time for you, Ivan.
Mm-hmm. That's why I really didn't care about the announcement, to be honest with you. It's like it was on the same level for me as Fortnite stuff on the Game Awards. Yeah.
Nah, Apex for me is definitely one of the few battle royales I can keep going to and still have fun.
What are you talking
Well,
about?
there's one of the few battle royales that don't change the mechanics of the game.
Look,
That
Yes.
often.
Tetris 99 is the best battle royale.
I never said it was the only battle royale I played, Ivan, did I?
but you agree with me though, Jason,
Have you gotten a number one placement yet?
right? They don't call me Big Boomer for nothing. No, I have not.
That's even
You
sadder.
need to be 30 to win at Tetris 99.
Dude, you need to have finger skills, is what I've learned. You gotta do them T-spins.
Oh yeah, T-spins are OP.
The highest I got was like 4th place.
Really?
Yeah.
The highest I got is a constant second.
I thought you won once.
I did, but I don't count it because I feel like that guy committed suicide.
It was
So
like,
you got-
I'm done.
You got
Well,
cheaped
I
out
saw
of
his
Perfect
board.
Victory.
And the way he was doing it, he was just like fast putting blocks down in a single line, you know?
He was panicking.
okay.
You put him on edge.
I mean, I do that like when I know I'm screwed. It's just like, oh well, I'm like I messed up. Like it's like just put them all down.
So, okay, then I have one win under my belt,
Yeah,
But you
got
still
one under
feel
your
like
belt.
you didn't deserve it.
but I felt like I didn't deserve it.
You never deserved that W.
Yeah, I know.
Damn.
He's not wrong though. Like
Last
I'm
time you did-
technically a trash. Ivan should have won over me.
The only time you deserve W's is in TFT. Yeah, I do give you credit where credit's due. You're a really
No,
good
thank you,
TFT
thank
player.
you.
But
Dude,
anything
you're so
else?
good at TFT.
No,
I don't
yeah,
know.
whoa, don't praise him too much.
Look at my fucking record. It's trash.
Anyways, what else came out from the awards announcement wise besides the two main ones?
Oh,
Okay, so the trailers that went along with those, should we wait on those as well then?
Yes, for sure.
More Final Fantasy VII remake.
Oh yeah,
Trailer?
that did come out. But this it already shows us everything we know still, right? Like
Yeah.
nothing's changed. Like
Of
there's
course.
no date setbacks or anything like that, right? For sure.
I don't remember if there was a date setback, but I do know that they are going to expand on Aerith's story. So they're going to add more than there was in the original game.
Interesting. Okay. Another one, it just popped into my mind that I'm
Wait.
sure our friend Pete. What?
I have one question. Final Fantasy VII remake. I heard that it's gonna be like more Final Fantasy 15 style. Is that true?
Yes.
It is.
Kind of.
Because
It's
I
a
enjoyed the
hybrid system.
Uh huh.
So there's still like turn-based commands you can use, but the movement and so like the way you dodge is how you would move in Final Fantasy 15, like a free fighting style, right?
Mm-hmm.
But to do your attacks, you have to do commands.
Interesting.
It's interesting, but it guides you through it. It's if you haven't, there was a gameplay 30-minute gameplay demo. You should look it up. That way you can see how the fighting style works. It's very interesting.
Mm-hmm. I did enjoy the Final Fantasy 15 fighting style, though.
I did too.
It was real nice.
It was very fluid, which I liked. It's the same reason I like Kingdom Hearts.
Dude,
Kingdom Hearts 3's fighting style is so good.
I gotta go back and play it again.
You mean just get started on it?
15.
Oh, Final Fantasy 15. Yeah. You need to start Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, I do. But anyway,
we'll go back to it.
Fast and the Furious Crossroads. You know, Vin Diesel came out of nowhere.
They could not care any less about this. Like, I understand the hype they were trying to go for, and I understand this game was in development for blah, 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 blah. But the graphics don't look great.
No, they don't.
I was going to bring that up. It's like, graphics look like old-timey system.
Because it was in development for so long, and they didn't update anything. And on top of that, I feel like they could have made a much better Fast and the Furious game if they actually wanted to. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of hated this announcement.
Like, kind of like where you make your own custom character and then join the crew type of thing for like the heist.
Yeah, I mean, you could have done that. It could have been an actual just racing game instead of what the movies went to.
Mm-hmm.
Action style.
Yeah. Because, like, if it was like Need for Speed Underground, oh man, I would have been so much more excited. Like, it was the underground races for Need for Speed, but you could customize your vehicles and shit. That would have been so cool.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
But yeah,
that's
my thoughts on
it. The racing game I really liked was Midnight Club Los Angeles.
I've never played a Midnight Club game. I heard they were good, but I'm not a big racing fan to begin with.
I only played one back for, I think, PlayStation 2, if I'm correct.
For Midnight Club?
Yeah. I think it's been that long.
I only got it because it was cheap, and I was like, I'm in need, because I just got like an Xbox 360. So I was like, I'm in need of a game, so.
The only racing games I think I've played were, I don't even know if you would count this as a racing game, but Twisted Metal.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was Need for Speed, obviously. Mm-hmm. I played Dirt.
Blur. That was fun.
Would we consider MX versus ATV a racing game?
No.
I mean, it's a racing game, but it's not car racing game.
We didn't use it for racing, though.
Yeah, we did
just to do stupid shit.
Yeah.
So I was going to mention Burnout.
Burnout Paradise?
Well, any Burnout game.
I didn't play a single Burnout.
Really?
Other than that,
Gran Turismo.
I think we played demos. I don't think we owned the game, did we?
We had one for the PS2.
Forza is a. I played.
Never played Forza.
Forza Horizons are my favorite. I haven't played any of the motorsports, but I have played Horizon.
I feel like I would like F1, but I don't like racing games enough to get them.
What about Forza Lego Edition?
No,
it's
even worse.
DLC for was it 4?
Wait, let me ask you something. In the Forza Lego, if your car hits a thing, do Lego pieces come off?
I cannot confirm this or approve.
Because if so,
that is,
it might be worth it.
Okay. I don't know. Honestly.
Just to see my car Lego pieces fly out. But yeah. Otherwise, racing games aren't my thing. And then this one as a racing... is it completely a racing game?
No.
I think
not.
I think
for
it's
all of us,
the
we're
story.
not really big on racers.
Yeah. So with that in mind, I think it's like it'll be a shitty GTA clone, in a sense.
I guess, yeah.
And so I'm not for it.
Mm-hmm. Get that? Something that does look promising, though, and Peter might enjoy it a lot, would be the...
Bravely Default 2.
Yeah, you didn't have to let me finish. It's the third game, actually.
Yeah, which is funny.
Yeah, so there's Bravely Default, Bravely Second, and then Bravely Default 2.
So I need to ask Peter this canonically. Like, where does this line up?
Peter, if you're listening, probably not, but please let us know in the comments.
Yeah, like I need to know the lore behind this because I like RPGs.
Mm-hmm.
I
And this
don't
looks like my cup of
remember who I heard it from, but I remember hearing someone say like the Bravely Default games are like the waifu like games.
Oh my god, no.
No, they're not.
They look like fucking 10.
I don't know who I heard it from. Plus, I've never played them, so but I have heard of them.
The art style is just so cute. You can't just be like, yeah, let me smash that. No, not like
Frankie,
that.
you need to get that checked out.
But
yeah, whatever friend or person told you that, you need to stay far away from them.
I don't remember who said it though. That's
well,
the
to be
thing.
fair, we don't know all the characters, so there might be like one, like whammon. What? There might be one older looking person there, and then that may be where they're basing their things off of. I don't know. I'm just trying to give the benefit of the doubt, right? Can't just be pointing the P word at people.
That's fair.
But no. Oh, if you do like those types of games, Jason, and since you do have the Switch, get Octopath Traveler.
I've been
heard
told
that
it
one's
was
a good
great.
one.
The thing is, like, for me to be invested in an RPG, I gotta like the lore for it. So funny enough, I need spoilers to play it. It's weird.
Watch a speedrun.
I don't want to watch a speedrun. I just gotta look up a lore video and be like, okay, so this is what's going on, and then I'll be like, all right, I'm in.
Another one
bitch, I'm in.
that
Yeah.
I haven't played, but I heard is good. They're making a sequel to Hellblade.
Hellblade.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's more of like one of them announcements we were saving, my boy.
Yeah, we were
Oh.
saving that for last.
Oh.
Bucko.
Oh, hey.
Now that he mentioned it,
Yeah, I mean, now we gotta go with it. All right.
go ahead, Frankie.
So, Hellblade 2,
Thank you, Frankie.
Senua's Saga, is the first official game announced for the Xbox Series X, which is the new console now revealed that was Project Scarlet.
It looks like a fridge.
It looks like a mini ATX computer.
Look, it looks like an ATX, but stretched out. You know what I mean? Like someone went in Photoshop and was like, yeah, let's make this not this way, or not this long, but this long.
Let's change the dimensions.
Controller
Yeah.
looks generally the same.
They added a share button. They added, what else did they
I thought
add?
they always had the share button.
No, that's PlayStation. They added like a few very minute things, but for the most part, it still looks like an Xbox One controller, which
Mhm.
it sucks a lot. I mean, like
from the looks of it, the D-pad looks like the Elite controller
the Elite,
D-pad.
yeah. It looks good. I'm not gonna lie, but like to differentiate it from the Xbox One and the Series X from someone who may not be as knowledgeable as stuff as we are would be a bit
That
different.
is gonna suck. Like
A
if a
bit
parent
tricky.
goes in,
Yeah,
and
it's like
tries to buy a control.
because think about it. Next year, not like the Series X comes out, saying sometime November, December, or more likely
Mostly
November.
December.
Yeah.
Most likely November because they
You
want to
sure?
push them sales for holiday. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So they already have it out. They get some games out in time. So there's not going to be many people with Series X next year, to be honest with you. Like, not crazy bucos. The Xbox One's still going to be main one. So when people are going to be like, oh, I need that new Xbox control, they give them the Series X, but Series X won't integrate on the One. But I'm sure the Xbox One controls will work on the Series X. I'm pretty sure they said that they do.
Yeah, if I remember correctly. I heard it.
But I'm sure it's not the other way around. So we'll
Have
see.
fun with those clients.
Yeah, good luck, Ivan.
It'd be interesting to see.
I don't know. I find the whole like tower like system to be interesting because all of the other systems have been laid down. Granted,
Yeah, because those systems are inferior. They have to lay down. This one stands right up.
I'm pretty sure they're trying to move towards more PC based look as well. You know, just trying to unify the whole PC community as well.
And that's why I have the hardest time thinking I'm going to purchase this thing, right? It's because I'm like, I already have a PC and I can always upgrade this. I can't upgrade a Series X, you know? Like I can't go into the Eternals and start dicking around without one voiding the warranty and one end up potentially breaking it because they probably have so much stuff already soldered on by default. Or glued. Thank you, Apple.
Well, didn't they say a while ago that when they announced Scarlet that the system was going to be like one of the last systems you would need because it's just that powerful?
But that's a claim everyone makes. You know.
Not only that, like you gotta understand, last system is like a shitty term because like any computer, like mid-tier computer, beats it. It outperforms it in benchmarks. The only thing that consoles have going for them is exclusivity with games.
And accessibility.
Yeah.
Not everyone can afford a $1,500 PC rig, but a lot of people can afford a $400 to $500 console box and then just play games.
Yeah.
Also, the knowledge of knowing how to install and do all the stuff on PC frustrates a lot of people. And maintenance, unless you're like shoving your PC in a goddamn vent. PCs generally don't need that much maintenance unless you're like benchmarking them to crazy numbers.
Yeah.
Like the one I have right here, I haven't touched in like over 2 years. The only thing I do to it is like modify it because I want different fans, but that's about it.
Yeah, you need them.
See, I tried to do that and I messed up the power supply. It cost me a whole car because of that.
How much does your power supply cost?
I was gonna say.
Huh?
How much does the PSU cost?
Oh, I mean, you know, just a regular like $100, $150 PSU or $200 PSU.
How much watts?
It's 850 watts.
Ooh, very nice.
Do you have the one with the digital meter on the side?
No.
I was going to buy that at Micro Center.
Yeah.
It was $280 something though, and I was
only reason I say it cost me a car is because I went out and got in the accident because of that power supply.
Okay.
There you go. See, maintenance for a computer.
Expect the unexpected.
Look, when it comes to exclusive games for the Series X, if they come out with saying that Halo Infinite is going to be exclusive, then unfortunately I will have to be getting it.
There's no way. It's gonna be on PC for sure.
No. That's what I'm saying. But if they come out with like saying like, oh, Halo Infinite, Halo Series X exclusive, then I'll be like, fuck, I'm buying this now.
I mean,
yeah, that's
something something that I see them might doing is have it be like a Series X exclusive for a little bit, but then introduce it to the PC like 6 months down the road.
Port it over.
But that defeats the purpose.
I feel like they would put it on the Game Pass regardless.
Yeah. So this is the way that I see the future for Series X. And there's a tangent I want to get on with the game they showed for it because there's some stuff there too. But the way they should market, in my opinion, right, the Series X is that, let's say this thing is $600, right? Not many people are going to be willing to buy it at $600. Just because they're like, oh, well, the Xbox One right now is only $300 or $200, et cetera, et cetera. It's like, why do I need this? Well, you could be like, oh, yeah, well, you're just buying $600 for the thing, but you pay $10 a month and you get over 200 games for free, you know? And that all works with Series X day one, allegedly, you know? Don't really know up until the day of, but you can already assume. And they already have confirmed that it's going to be backwards compatible with the One. I don't know if it's going to have the same backwards compatibility that the One has with the 360 discs, but I assume it would. You know what I mean?
I would hope so.
I don't know. I just think like they should, instead of trying, I mean, like more exclusives are good, but I feel like they should maybe focus more of their time in like stating and not revamping because it's doing pretty well right now, but like trying to sell the Game Pass more because that's probably going to be their biggest hitting point with the coming release of this.
And I mean, I myself have the Game Pass, and I have the Ultimate one, which is $15 a month. But you get the PC Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass, and Xbox Live, which isn't that bad because the Game Pass itself is $10, and like if you were to get the yearly Xbox Live for $60, it's like, okay, it's the same price as that, like, but in the short term. Because normally I would have to pay. I think it's like 25 for the 3 months. But now it's like with the Ultimate Game Pass, I'm able to just pay 15, and then get the Game Pass and just basically pay $5 for my gold each month.
Gotcha.
I don't know. For me, it's a good deal.
I don't have an Xbox anymore, so I can't say that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you don't need to. Master Chief Collection's on PC.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
And I've been enjoying it.
Which I'm able to play because of the Game Pass.
But for how long?
Until he stops renewing it.
Yeah.
Or until the Game Pass ends. But at that point, then, yeah, it's not going to be a fun time when that happens. But I don't think it'll happen anytime soon. Though, one thing I did want to mention with the Series X, and specifically Hellblade, is that I'm sure they mentioned that this was, that trailer was in-engine footage rendered.
Oh, it looks so nice.
If that's what it looks like in-engine on the goddamn system, that is so much power that it needs to pull through. It makes me wonder what the specs are on it. Because
imagine how hot your room is going to get.
Oh, yeah, that thing is actually a mini heater.
Can I start pulling out the laundry list of times developers were saying, oh, yeah, this is in-game engine rendering. This is,
No. But, like, obviously that's a thing, but in time there'd be like a caveat in like the little parentheses where it'd be like, oh, actually this was done with a 1080 supercomputer. And obviously the 1080 isn't supercomputer now anymore, is it? But you know what I mean. Like people are like, oh yeah, this was actually rendered and shot with through a PC rather than the console you'd be using, which you won't get nearly jack shit. What I would like them to state would be like, oh, so I actually don't know if the Series X is going to be online, requires you to be online, you know?
Uh-huh.
Is it going to be a similar situation to like Stadia, is like with how much bandwidth you need to pull in order to get a consistent gaming experience?
That'll be sad, and unfortunately.
I don't think they would go that route though.
Because they are doing something similar to the Stadia streaming service. And so is Bethesda for some stupid reason. But I feel like since Microsoft has had their toes dipped in the water more so with the gaming culture and atmosphere, they might be able to do a bit better than what Google has been doing. Because the only thing that would kill this for me is if, it was already killed for me because I already have a PC. But the main drawback for a lot of people would be like, say they're just like, yeah, it's online only, and you're gonna need a decent amount of bandwidth in order to utilize Game Pass Ultimate or Game Pass in general. And that's like, that would be like a similar situation to how they launched Xbox One at launch. And if you guys don't know how they launched it at launch, it had to have the Kinect connected at all times. And it had to be registered online at all times.
Yeah, I remember
if for some reason you didn't have internet available, you couldn't play your games.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, so it was so bad that they ended up removing the port for the adapter on the Kinect on the revised versions of the Xbox One. So you can't even use that Xbox One Kinect on newer Xbox One systems. So it makes it obsolete.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously they removed the online only functionality of it, or requirement.
If I remember now, you just need it for the base update, but then after that you're able to play it offline.
But it's like nothing kills a system faster than having restrictions, you know?
Oh, yeah.
The thing I would love to be able to do is just plug in my Hellblade 2 disc in that giant refrigerator and just be able to play.
Well, how tall is it going to be, actually? Because, I'm looking at it based on the controller size.
I want to say it's big. Like...
Yeah, it's not that
it's like a mini ATX, right?
Yeah. Even maybe ITX size.
That's what I meant.
Okay.
ITX,
mini
but
ITX.
stretched
mini
upwards.
ITX.
Yeah, but if you were to put it on its side upwards,
yeah,
instead of a toaster, it's like a longer toaster.
A refrigerator.
Yeah, a mini fridge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but overall, how much do you think this thing is going to cost? I've been throwing the number like $500-$600. Do you guys agree with me? Do you think it's gonna?
I say $5.
I would say starting out, it's gonna be around that price range, $500-$600.
Yeah, I agree.
What if it's something stupid ridiculous like $800?
As soon as they go above the 500 mark, it gets iffy. Because then that accessibility that Ivan was talking about starts going down drastically.
Yep.
Yeah,
Because that's a good investment price for a good system.
Yeah.
Because at that point, you can start looking at like, I can get a cheapo build of computers for about this price.
That would perform about the same.
If not better.
Yeah.
And then there's always the option of used parts as well, which sometimes you're able to find.
That's sacrilege. We don't talk about used parts unless it's only RAM.
Not only that, though, like, if you, for example, build a cheap PC, say it comes out to be like $600 for the Xbox Series X, and you spend $500 on a PC, in like a year or so, you could go ahead and upgrade some parts on it, and it will be better than the Xbox. And even if you pay more for that system, it's going to last you in the long run, where this Xbox is going to become obsolete.
Well, here's the thing, right? It's like with cars, and cars and consoles are kind of similar to this, that they're always going to depreciate. You can always make your computer better. You can always make it retain its value. But the individual parts and pieces on your computer will never retain their value at the cost you bought them for initially. So an Xbox or any console really is going to have these set pieces and parts, and you can't really modify those, right? So it's always going to go down in value, no matter what you do. No, the only time that's an exception is if it's a limited edition console, and that's a collector's purpose only.
Not only that, like, if it goes vintage status, then that's a different story.
I mean, you'd be surprised. Like, a lot of stuff needs to be very, like, immaculate in order for it to be accepted as vintage, like, vintage price tag.
Yeah.
It's more of scarcity of stuff, like only, like, a few copies of something, even though it's, like, not the greatest or not the best thing, is going to start selling a lot more than anything well-revered, but there's an abundance of. Take, for example, some of the Pokemon games. Like, Soul Silver and Heart Gold is almost literally impossible to find sealed in box right now. And that's why they go for a good amount. Yeah, games like, newer games like, say, the new Pokemon Sword and Shield, right? And a controversial take, right? This isn't my opinion, but arguably some would say it's better than those, but only $60. But that's like a rare exception with stuff. Where most often, and that's the weird thing about Nintendo, actually, where they just retain their value very well. And whereas most PlayStation, Xbox games, those all literally go down in price. I can't recall one expensive PlayStation game besides, of all things, football. There's a game on the Xbox and the PS on the PlayStation 3 that goes for about like $70 used.
Oh, I've heard of it, but I forgot which one it was.
It's NCAA 14.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason because that's the last NCAA game made and might ever be made. Unless they reached a deal or something, but I don't really know too much about that stuff to get into.
Yeah, I'm not into sports games like that.
But yeah, that's why it's expensive. And that's why people fight. Oh my God.
No, yeah. I remember we got one in when I used to work at the game store. And
the game store.
You're still sticking with that?
Yes.
Just say it.
But they
worked at GameStop, everybody.
Basically, it came in and then literally same day it was out.
No, it's the same thing for us, but instead of it being sold the next day, it's literally like as soon as we get it, we get calls from other stores trying to poach it off people. It's like, hey, buddy, pal, I see you got NCAA 14. Mind sending it my way? I got a customer who would love to pick it up. Sir, I already have it on hold for someone. Oh, well, go fuck yourself. So yeah, that's NCAA 14 in a nutshell.
Yeah. Do you guys think this is gonna have like a Scarlet version at the launch, like how the Xbox One had the Scorpio edition?
That's the One X, by the way.
Mm.
Yep. Yeah. No, Xbox had the Day One edition.
Yeah.
And then Xbox One X, because it was called Project Scorpio, had the Scorpio edition. I would love it if they had a limited edition Xbox One that was actually Scarlet colored.
That'd be nice. That'd be
dope. Be so cool.
That'd be real good.
All right. Now, So I'm gonna break it off a bit because we're kind of extending a little bit too far onto Series X. But I do want to talk about a misconception. I've been hearing a lot of people been protruding now that Series X has come out. People have been. So you guys remember a while back that they showed the dev kit designs for the PlayStation 5? That looking that V thing. Everyone, for some reason, thinks that is the design that people that they're gonna get their hands on next holiday season. It's just a dev kit. It's not
which one?
For the PlayStation 5. That giant V-looking thing.
Yeah. But I thought we confirmed that the blueprints for that was just dev kits.
Yeah, but people, like, you'd be honest, you'd be surprised when I talk to people in store or, like, talk to people and be like, oh, yeah, they showed Series X. And they're like, yeah, I mean, it looks like a trash can, but the goddamn PlayStation 5 looks like a goddamn toilet seat. So.
Wow.
And I'm like,
mean,
that's a dev kit, dude.
With dev kits, it's like you can't really expect much because it's the dev kit. Like, for example, this is how the original Wii dev kit looked.
Are you gonna send a picture?
Yeah, it's on there. But the Wii came out nothing like that. Like, it was like probably.
What are you talking about? It was also a rectangle. Don't lie.
No,
it
but
just was white.
I'm talking about size wise.
Looks about the same size to me.
It looks just like a freaking Wii.
Yeah. Right down to the GameCube ports right there.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Is that an SD card slot right there that I see? Mm-hmm.
Resale
Yes,
prohibited. Oh, like original SD card too. None of that micro or
No. Just
No.
regular SD.
yeah, right there. Does the Wii actually have an SD card slot?
I think so.
I don't know.
You think they removed that? They're like, yeah, nah, 8 gigs is plenty.
8 gigs was plenty.
Oh man! So you know what's funny, and I didn't realize this until I started working over at GamerStop. It takes me a while to appreciate how old the 360, the Wii are, specifically those two, because 9 times out of 10 they come with RCA cables. And people get mad at us because they're like, where's the HDMI? And I'm like,
what?
The Wii was.
At best, you can get it for a component, and that's it.
No, you can switch it to HDMI. Like,
Yeah,
it's not that old, but like, it doesn't come with it out of the box.
No, but you have to get an actual adapter for that.
Yeah.
No. That's if you want to play the. That's if you.
Yeah,
it's a bit complicated. There's different ways to do it.
I never seen an HDMI direct.
Yeah, because I know that we
on the newer Wii's, I believe, have an HDMI cable or HDMI output.
Including with the 360 Elite that had an HDMI port. But if we're talking about like original white Xbox 360,
yeah, that one had the RCA. You had to get the special adapter, sure.
Yeah, you had to get the RCA or you had to get the component cables, but there was never.
No, there was HD TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, the giant that it was slightly less bigger than the component slot, but it was still like the dumbest thing.
Yes.
Oh man, how the hell did we set up ours? You remember, Jason? Was it component?
Wait, for what?
For the original 360.
Yes.
It was,
mine was
RCA.
Component.
We had the big TV.
Oh yeah, we had Big Chungus.
Yeah.
The dinosaur, as my dad used to call the one I had in my room.
Dude, no, like that TV needed like 2 or 3 people to lift because it was so fucking fat.
No,
You still need 2 or 3 people to lift.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean. It's like
look with a plasma, at least you can reliably do it with 2 people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like with most sizes, up to like 70 or so, but whatever.
Or 70, you need 3 people again.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, then you start going to crazy amounts. But with the plasmas, those giant fucking cubes, it's like as soon as if you only have 2 people, you better hope the fucking legs don't buck. Because then you just destroy your TV.
So I used to actually have one of those in my room. I had no space, but I had the huge ass TV.
Everyone had the huge ass TV in their room. Well, maybe Lewis, big ass TV in room? Yes.
I didn't even have a room.
He didn't have a room. He was homeless, guys.
I mean, I had a home, but I didn't have a room.
He had a 360, but he didn't have a home.
Yep, that's how it works, guys. Oh no, what's it called? We had it. Looking back at it, it was just a 32-inch TV, and then you're thinking about it, that's not that big anymore. But the thing is, what made this TV like super big was the components that were around it. Like they had like some massive speakers with big ass bevels, a lot of component stuff for it. So that way it's like had like I think 4 HDMI ports, component, composite, VGA, YCA. I think if I remember correctly, it was like a whole ton of ports. And yeah, and it was just so heavy to lift up. You had to actually use 3 people for that one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that a real life picture of what you have right now?
No, not what I have right now. That's almost identical to the one I had in my room.
So that's what you have currently.
I remember that in the living room. I don't remember that in your room.
I mean, they might have moved it.
Yeah, because I think they got like actual like we got an actual like flat screen, and so like I was like, oh, give it to me, and yeah. But anyways,
Must be nice.
We're reminiscing. Back to topic.
I mean, there's only one more announcement I want to talk about.
I mean, it was correlated with the PS5, right? It was the Godfall.
Godfall. It looks so beautiful, man.
That looks real nice. I actually
published
by
Gearbox.
Mm-hmm.
First slasher looter.
Not first, for sure.
Not first, but the first from a
Gear.
major company that I know.
Listen,
What do you want me to do?
my hopes are just like, as long as I can get more information about this game and how the combat and how the loot system in particular works.
I don't want it to be like Anthem.
I'm gonna keep tempered expectations because I don't want another Anthem.
I don't want an Anthem. I also don't want this to be too similar to Warframe either.
I wouldn't. So I'll be honest with you. Ugh.
Because that's what as soon as I saw the armor, that's immediately what came to mind. I thought it was a Warframe announcement.
No, so since it was a Gearbox, it was like what was the thing, Infinity Blade or something like that for the mobile devices. People thought that. The thing that it's because what's called Warframe is not even a looter shooter slasher esque game. It's more of like an RPG role playing MMO.
Yes.
So it's not even fair to compare the two. So, and that's why it's weird to like think like, oh, Destiny versus Warframe.
Because that's why this gave me like a weird vibe. Because the armor looked like that of Warframe. And so I thought that's where it was going. And then it was like, oh no, this is a completely new IP for the PlayStation 5. And I was like, oh shit.
And Epic Game Store.
I mean, around the end, you could see like the fully geared out characters.
The thing I liked more about that was the fucking monster coming out of the tower at the end.
Yes.
That looked cool as hell. Yeah.
King Ghidorah.
For sure. And I'm just thinking like, again, it's a trailer, so I just want to keep my expectations in check. But like, yes, it'd be a pretty good launch time for the PS5. I'm sure this one, as a bold statement, but I think this game could sell units only if the PlayStation 5 has a strong launch exclusive title setup for its systems, which has been lacking with it. So PS4, what did it release with? Knack?
No, yeah.
They can't pull another Knack. I know Knack 2 might be the greatest game ever made, but come on, you can't just have Knack. You need to have like what's the big game that they've been holding off on? That's an exclusive. Because I would just push some of these games to like PlayStation 5.
I don't remember off the top of my head.
The Last of Us 2, no, it wouldn't be pushed back. And almost certainly with that time frame and knowing it's an exclusive, for sure has to be backwards compatible with PS4 games. There's no way they would let you buy The Last of Us Part 2 so close to the end of the life cycle, only to have it stripped out of you. Because it comes out in May now. And that'd be about 6 months before the PS5 releases, allegedly. About
another Uncharted game.
Another Uncharted. Sure. Infamous, I would love to see come back.
Oh, and Second Son was all right.
Yeah. What's another one? A Sly Cooper game, maybe. That'd be dope. But Sucker Punch is doing Ghost of Tsushima, so that might also be a PS5 kind of thing.
Yeah.
All I'm hoping for is that this game doesn't end up like Dragon Scale.
You mean stuck in development hell and never released?
Yeah.
Hey,
or what was it? Scalebound?
Scalebound, yeah.
There we go.
It'd be cool if Scalebound ended up going to the Series X.
Like a secret announcement?
Dude, I had so much like hyped for that game. Like, it looked so cool.
It was kind of corny, not gonna lie. Dialogue was, but the gameplay looked really fun.
Yeah, it looked like a fun game to play with friends.
Mm-hmm. Also,
Have a giant ass dragon.
But that's what worries me with whenever I see a trailer for a game that's gonna be released with the system. For some reason, I'm like, it's never gonna come to fruition. Or it's gonna come in a worse state because they're trying to rush it for that system launch.
Mm-hmm. But should we talk quickly about the award winners?
The only award that really matters is Game of the Year. I feel like.
Yeah, Game of the Year.
Any merit worth talking, really. Like, not to take, obviously, from any of the other awards. They all did really good. But none of them will really in that, and we're like crunching on time, like over and over now. So we could briefly talk about Game of the Year, which I'm very happy with, actually.
Sekiro was a great choice.
Uh-huh. I am very disappointed that Fire Emblem Three Houses wasn't nominated for Game of the Year, though.
Why?
Because, think about it, games like The Outer Worlds got in.
Mm-hmm.
And in my opinion, Three Houses blows Outer Worlds over the water. Again, just an opinion. But there's that, and Three Houses also won, what's it called? The People's Choice Award. So they voted through like a valid ballot or bracket style over and over. And then that ended up winning.
To be honest,
choice.
I thought maybe Death Stranding was gonna win because of the whole it being like a film of sorts, and also since that one was the recent hype.
I felt like, well, here's the thing you got to keep in mind of Frankie and crew is the committee that probably does the awards already had played Death Stranding months in advance, probably like maybe 2 months before the game officially released, right?
Yeah, review copies.
So they're able to like judge it the best they can. Obviously, people felt like there was a lot of favoritism towards Death Stranding because of just how close a relationship Jeff Keighley and Kojima have. But still, I mean, I felt like the awards they got were fair. Mads Mikkelsen, best performance. Obviously, he's a fucking actor. It's like,
I mean, like, that game is a movie.
Oh yeah,
it really
for sure.
is.
For sure. It's beautiful. It's stunning. Did it deserve Game of the Year? In my opinion, no.
No, it didn't.
No.
For sure. But it definitely has the elements of a great game there, instead of people just keep saying that it's like a glorified walking simulator.
I'm surprised Smash Bros. Ultimate didn't win family game.
It won fighting game, which no one was surprised that it did win. Luigi's Mansion, I'm surprised, won over Mario Maker 2. I think Mario Maker 2 was on there.
It
was.
Yeah. Luigi's Mansion. I mean, all great games, right? Nintendo can't possibly make a non-children game. So, again,
a non-family game?
Yeah. So
literally all the family games are all Nintendo. Like they were
all Nintendo based. Yeah. And that's the thing you got to tell people. It's like, if you're getting a console for a child, get them a Switch. Like, not only is it like the most kid-friendly console in the entire thing, but
you're going to take it away from your child.
You'll be able to enjoy the games, at least, rather than like Race with Ryan on the PS4.
Yeah.
I mean, Race with Ryan's also on the Switch.
And on the Xbox. But see, if you were to Xbox, kid-friendly game, Mortal Kombat 11, probably not.
I mean, I usually suggested any of the Lego series.
That's what anyone suggests, because that's the only thing on the system that's kid-friendly.
I remember I had someone asking for game suggestions for kids. I was like, "Oh, Lego series, any of the Lego series?" And I was like, "Oh, anything else?" I was like, "No, the Lego series is good though."
That's so depressing. What? And that's the thing. This is like the crazy mad props I can give Nintendo. Is like they can make a child's game, in essence, but make it so enjoyable that its main demographic is degenerates like us.
Speak for yourself.
I have a niche. You want Three Houses. Oh, that isn't rated E for everyone, though. Just keep that
I'm
in
like,
mind.
that's not necessarily a kid's game.
Jason,
all things considered that goes on in there.
Them thighs destroy.
They do. I'm having so many babies. Anyways,
Golden deers, man.
shut up. I mean, because other than that, the games I get were what? Smash that I want, and then the only quote unquote kid game I get is Pokemon.
Quote unquote. You know what, Mario Maker?
I don't care.
Mario Odyssey?
Don't care.
Zelda.
No.
I would like to play it, but if I didn't play it, I wouldn't be too upset.
Breath of the Wild is so good.
Well, I mean, don't get him. Don't raise his expectations.
Well, I extremely loved it.
Apparently, yeah. I mean, it's like an immaculate game. I need to play Breath of the Wild.
Put 70 hours in.
Can't wait until the second one comes out.
I like that the second one has a Majora's Mask vibe going on.
But yeah, that should wrap things up for the Game Awards. Other than the Muppets, playing the Goose Game.
I didn't care for that either.
I thought it was a cute segment. I thought
it was
fun.
cute, but I was also like, can we get on with the announcement?
It was kind of weird, not gonna lie, because I think Grease was a really good game. So the way they announced it with the Muppets was kind of weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's all I gotta say. I love Grease.
Ready to take us out?
Take us out. Okay.
Those the honors.
A nice restaurant.
Yeah, I'm chopping up onions as we speak.
Yes.
But thank you guys for listening to the Burning Ship podcast. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to leave those down below. If you enjoyed us rambling for about an hour or so about the Game Awards and upcoming releases, feel free to hit that subscription button and a thumbs up. It really helps us out a lot. And also ring that notification bell if you want to be updated when we post new content. If you don't have, if you can't get to YouTube or you just want to listen to us somehow, you can always go through Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, and Podbean. You can just listen to our lovely voices while you go and do something else. But that is it for me, Jason, Frankie, and Lewis. Till next week, guys.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Adios.